Yeah, like that. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Airbnb Cashflow. Today, we have the opportunity to share some results with you about our first year in Airbnb. First year stats coming to you today. Welcome to our channel. If this is your first time, this is about real estate, business, cash flow, Airbnb. Welcome, please subscribe. But today we've been getting a lot of questions about Airbnb. We see what you guys are doing. Honestly, a year ago, we were basically just users of Airbnb, like pretty much 80% of the people. And then there's that 20% that say, hey, everybody's using it. Let's make some money off of it. So we did some research. We figured out how to get on the money-making side of Airbnb, and we became hosts, not really knowing what to expect. We took some classes, got some information, and a year later, we hit 6
figures!
Boom! 6 figures within our first year of Airbnb. And honestly, guys, I think that was just like practice. Like,
it was.
Because we learned so much within that year of trial and error and obstacles, and it was fun in the process, but we worked a lot. It was a lot of hustle. Now that we're a year in, it's more about strategy, scaling, and creating systems and processes. But today we're gonna make this fun because I know a lot of you want to begin with Airbnb and have some questions. So what we do, like we always do, we went to Facebook and we had you guys submit us in some questions about our first year with Airbnb. So let's dive into it.
So, first question, what was the best and worst experience?
Good question. All right, the best and the worst. Okay, so the best experience, obviously when we started, it was a business opportunity for us. And yeah, we wanted to make money, but I think once we got involved, that we really realized how much of an impact that we had on really helping people, because we had some guests who basically had situations with their homes and they needed like a whole month place to stay, and like they didn't really have any options. So us being able to provide some sort of solution for them, that was like a real good feeling that we can help people out. So that was cool. Worst experience, on the flip side of that, is you have guests from hell sometimes. and especially people that's local, young kids that want to party and stuff like that. And in the beginning of our journey with Airbnb, we didn't really know how to handle that. But we figured out ways to avoid some of that stuff, because you don't want to have a lot of parties and stuff because it's bad for neighbors and your property, and stuff just get all messed up. But we'll talk about more of that later on.
A lot of parties. You don't want to have no parties.
Yeah, parties.
What you mean?
Unless we have a party.
Right. That's why a lot of parties.
All right, so next question is, what do you like the most about Airbnb so far?
Well, what I like the most, and I think we both have a little bit of ooh-wee in this part of the business, when we actually have to stage the place, going out to get furniture pieces. Even my favorite thing is Marketplace, where we go on Marketplace and find reasonable price furniture pieces.
Treasure hunting.
Yes, it's the, oh my God. He be turning me up because he be like, as soon as he sees something that needs to be picked up with a truck or something, this man will get a whole U-Haul. Like, we're about to
Let's go load the truck. Let's go load the truck.
Get up, B, I found something. I'll be like, yes, okay, we got something. That's my most favorite part about Airbnb, seriously, is furnishing the whole place.
And it would be
You're gonna like it
because
too. You're gonna like it too.
if y'all watch our last YouTube video, one of our first YouTube videos, we had a challenge on who's the best designer, and y'all just sided with her.
Of course.
Even though I really won. So I can see why
he got flavor too, but you know.
Whatever. So, all right, next question, V, is how long did the startup process take?
Well, we did take some online courses. After we got done with the online courses, it took roughly about a month to get our first property. We did get a lot of no's now. Don't think that it was an easy process. Everybody see us doing our thing and they feel like, oh my God, they doing it. Like, I know we make it look easy. It's easy now. But in the beginning, it was rough. We had a lot of people saying, oh, no, you're not about to Airbnb my property. No way, you know. But it took about a month. So I don't think that's too bad to get our first yes. So, yeah, after that first month, we took off.
Yeah, and I'll talk more about that too when it comes to strategy and how to really present yourself to people that you want to partner with to do Airbnb, because it's a way that you approach the situation. So we'll have more topics on that once we dive into our course and stuff like that. So, yeah, next question. How much money does it take to get started? Good question.
Good question. Everybody asks this question.
So the thing is, with Airbnb, there's 3 different strategies that you can use. And depending on the area, there's different variables. You know, some cities are higher than others. Here where we are, in Huntsville, it's fairly cheap for rent. So the main strategies are, number 1, you can own properties. Meaning you can go out and buy a house. Obviously, you know how much that's going to cost to buy a house. It's a way bigger investment. But it's pros to that. Like, you can pay down your mortgage with Airbnb and stuff like that. So there are pros to owning. The second way is what we call rental arbitrage. And that's mainly what we've been doing, where you don't have to own any properties at all. So that 6-figure income that you saw, we did all that without owning any properties. And so there's a way you want to do that by partnering with certain landlords, and we'll talk about that as well in the course and break down that strategy. And then the last way is simply partnering. So that's when you don't put any money at all down. You find landlords and stuff like that have properties, and you present yourself as like a property management company, and you take a small percentage of that. So there's different ways to get started. I would say roughly around $5,000 to $6,000 from start to finish if you want to do rental arbitrage, and that's like first month's rent, deposit, furniture from top to bottom, utilities, Netflix, all the little things that you need. Because honestly, you're in the hospitality business. This is not just real estate where you throw a renter in there and forget about it. Like, there's so many little things that you need to check off to make guests feel comfortable. So we'll have a breakdown of exactly everything that you need to inside of our course. So that's something to pay attention to. But roughly for us, it's about $5,000 to $6,000. Cool.
Did COVID affect your business? Not at all. Not at all. We've been booked up ever since COVID happened. We're still booked up. We've actually been getting longer stays, longer bookings. We have guests booking for 2 months, guests booking for 3 months, guests booking for a month, guests booking for a week.
Yeah.
We've been making pretty good money during COVID.
And when she say booked up, she means over 80% occupied.
Yeah, over 80%.
And I think the reason why, because a lot of people were afraid of COVID and people not traveling and stuff anymore like that. And that was the case. But what we did to troubleshoot that is we made our place attractive for people to have some type of entertainment and get out the house. And, you know, they couldn't go out to restaurants and bars. So we created a safe environment where people can come and just do their own thing. We implemented protocols when it comes to cleaning, like making sure our place were sanitized. We put that, just all over our listing to let people know it was cool. And that's what happened.
Yep.
So what else?
After getting your first property, how long did it take to get a second?
Cool. Good question. So we jumped into this, got our first property, was excited and nervous at the same time. Once we saw that it worked,
oh God,
we made our money back from that initial $5,000 investment that we invested. So this is not like a long-term investment. With Airbnb, you don't have to put a lot of money up front and then it takes you 6 months to make it back.
Right.
Like if you do it the right way, you can literally make your money back within the next month or two. So once we saw that, we actually got our next property the following month. So what we did was we got this Airbnb and then we went and wholesale the house, because we do real estate too. Took some of the profits from Airbnb and the profits from the wholesale deal that we did. I think it was like $12,000 or something. And then we reinvested, got another Airbnb. That one did well. Took that money, got another one.
Yeah.
Took that money, got another one. Took that money, got another one. So we literally got one like each month. And that's how
Let's just say it's addictive.
Yeah.
It's a good addiction.
Yeah. And so I know you are thinking like, well, you guys got 7 properties right now. If you got one each month, then that will be 12 because you've been in this thing for a year.
Yeah.
Well, guess what happened?
We lost 5.
We lost 5.
Trial and error.
Trial and error. Different situations. HOA.
Things we didn't know.
Things we didn't know.
That we know now.
Yeah, trying to sneak and do it when we had no business doing it. Just super excited to get one.
We lost the first one, by the way.
We lost the first one.
And we lost the second one
Yeah.
right after that.
Yeah, we were so in a rush, not doing it the right way. We was like, we just gotta get a property. We gotta get a property. And then we was like, all right, I don't think we can do it in this location, but we
Now,
gonna do it anyway.
Let me tell you, after we lost 2, this man was still, I was trying to convince him, like, listen, we got to do it the right way, okay? If God is not in this, we're going to know the yeses are going to be so easy if God is in this. We shouldn't have to sneak around. He was like, you think so? Like, he's still thinking, like, shoot, we still can get away with this. Oh, God. You were.
Tell you all about business.
He was still thinking about doing it. But then he thought about it like, you're right. Yeah, we gonna do it the right way.
Listen to your wife. Listen to your wife.
Then those yeses start coming in pretty swiftly, and then he was like, yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, that's trial and error. Like, she was right. Like, when the yeses are easy,
yes,
that's when things run smooth. So this is something that we will talk about in our course. Because you don't want to go through what we went through. Because when you get into those properties that you lose, guess what? You got to break that lease. You got to pay more money.
Oh, God.
It can get real ugly.
God. No, I just want you to tell them how much money total we had to pay to break that first month lease.
It was like
that first Airbnb lease.
What was it? I don't even remember. It was like $2,500.
It was literally almost $3,000.
$2,500 out the drain just because I was hard at it. So be aware of that.
Okay. Next question. Any guest
horror stories? Any guest horror stories?
Y'all,
yes.
We have one. We're gonna tell y'all about one. Oh my goodness. Y'all, we were asleep in our bed around 3 a.m.
Then you hear the Airbnb notification,
yes.
So that sound will wake you up. If any notification will wake you up.
Oh, you're gonna wake up from that.
Notification will wake you up.
He won't even wake up. Now I wake up from anything. He won't wake up from a normal message. But that Airbnb message, you should see him. He jumped up out the bed.
Yeah.
I hear him say, what the I'm like, oh God, I was so scared. I'm like, what? Like, I was scared to look at the message because the message the Airbnb notifications comes to both of our phones.
Yeah.
He read the message. Listen, the guest said, I'm sorry, but your place has been shot up. You hear me? Your place has been shot up. It wasn't our fault. We had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. So I'm rushing to get over there 3 a.m.
Oh yeah, he breathing so hard.
To see like what's going on. Like all kind of things are going through my mind. Like, and this is a good reason why you should protect yourself and get an LLC when you start your business as well.
Please.
Because you don't know what can happen. But long story short, the place wasn't shot up. It was just a crazy girl fight. It was a crazy girl fight where people were pulling out hair and
throwing each other against the walls, putting holes in the
walls and all this stuff. I think it was shooting outside of the place, but they made it seem like our place actually got shot up.
Oh my! There was a window. The place was a mess now. Yeah. They had a party, and you can tell that there were fights everywhere. It was blood in the bathrooms, in the tub. It was blood on comforters, vomit. It was trash. Like, this is one of our Airbnbs where we have the game room in the basement. The game room was a hospital.
Yeah. So that lesson came from us being inexperienced.
Yep.
Because we basically were at the point where we were accepting pretty much anybody who wanted to book.
Yep.
Because we were so excited about getting bookings.
And that was a new property, and this was like our second booking. So, we were like, yeah.
But the more that we grew and understood the business, we realized saying no could lead you to getting the right guests.
Definitely.
So you want to be able to screen your guests to make sure you're getting quality guests in there that won't be able to do stuff like that. Again, stuff that we would teach inside of the course to protect yourself. All right, last question. It needs to be a good one so we can leave on a good story so these folks won't be scared that people are going to tear up their property. All right, let's see here. Biggest takeaway from your first year?
Biggest takeaway.
What do you think, B?
The biggest takeaway. I'll let you answer.
I would say be professional about where you want to take this. Some people choose to do this as a hustle, which is fine if you want, passive income coming in as another source. Some people run with this as a full-time thing, and if you decide to do that, then you got to have the right systems and processes and structure and all that. And it can really happen. I mean, we made 6 figures within our first year, which is setting ourselves up for a huge second year that can maybe triple this. And it's all because we're taking it serious, and we know that we're in the hospitality game, and we're listening to guest feedback as well. Like, listen to guest feedback. They're gonna let you know things that you can do to improve your property. What needs to be fixed. All that stuff. So take that into accountability, because reviews in Airbnb is like your credit score. Like, if your property has bad reviews, which in the beginning we were getting a few bad reviews, then that's like a credit score, and you can't come back from that. It's gonna take a while. And so you always want to make sure that you're getting 5-star reviews, and there's a way to do that. But the biggest thing is just have a good property.
Yeah, make your guests comfortable as possible.
Make them comfortable as possible. If there's any questions that we haven't answered or that you want to know, that you're curious about, there's a few things that you can do. Obviously, you can like and subscribe to our channel and drop a comment under this video. The next thing that you can do is go to Facebook and like our Facebook page. That's more personal. That's where we really interact with people who are following our page. That is Newfound Home Solutions. And just hit us up directly. Let us know if you're interested in the course. Then let us know as well. It will be dropping pretty soon. We will be releasing that. The name of the course is Cashflow B&B. Showing you how to make cash flow in the B&B game. So y'all know what to do.
Get ready. Get ready. It's enough money out here for all of us, y'all. Oh.
With that being said, we out. Peace.
And Morgan boys. Peace.
Picture with the fish. Say cheese. Say cheese. Say cheese.
Guys, we go into my house, a party, and soccer and yes.
Yeah. Nova, oh my God. Everybody wants to see your brand new house you just got. Look at your house, Nova.